Create post. Sharing the screen. Hi. Hi.
Hello?
Hey, I'm walking. So I got some hot water. Let's get those likes up, folks. We're at 3 watching. Someone said. Okay. How are you? I am fine. So, we got 3 people watching. Let's get 3 likes. Yes. Thank you. Good day so far. Let's just say it is, what's the word I'm looking for? Try and think of the best way to describe today. I'm alive. So, let's keep walking. Woo! Nice. You know, I really have to, honestly and truthfully, start playing some more video games at home. God, why do I smell donuts everywhere? And all I had to eat today, well, actually, I had, let's see, vegetable soup. Wii U, nice. I figured that. I might actually get a modded Wii U, but I'm kind of still struggling on finances right now because, like, I have to make packs work. I'm sure it is. Okay, so here's my question. What are your games? So, what's like your game library? I feel like a modded Wii U, you could put like, oh, like, you know, the funny thing is, like, it's almost, I'm torn because it's like, if I did that, I feel like that would like nullify NSO. Like, oh right, that thing is tomorrow, right? I gotta do that tomorrow. Okay. We're still walking. We're still walking. Oh my god, I'm cold. Can you put any Wii games? So here's my question. Can it store Wii games though? Like, can a modded Wii U store Wii games and not require discs? Like, can I do that? And how much data can a Wii U? Like, can you do a terabyte? Can you do, like, how much? Like, can we do a terabyte's worth of data? USB loader? So, like, up to 2 terabytes? Nice. I can only imagine if I had a Wii U with 2 terabytes. Imagine if a Nintendo DS had that much. Actually, could you even fit all of the DS library on DS, Nintendo DS, or DSi, I should say? I feel like I'm gonna have to ask the people that do that. Yeah, I'm good on food. I had broccoli salad. I feel like the only way to keep my weight down in a healthy way is to like eat tons of beans or anything fibrous. So even if like, because my stomach's kind of the B word when it comes to food, so I do every sort of device. Good stuff. Hey, what's up? How are you? If I had to pick some WiiWare games, let's see. I'm trying to think of WiiWare games I really like. Hi, Joe. How are you? Tetris Party is a great game. Okay. I'll take your word for it. World of Goo, okay. So I'm playing Pokemon Yellow right now, and my team is currently, I'm trying to think who they are. Venusaur, Charmeleon, Pikachu, I have a Nidoking, or a working Nidoking, it's Nidorino. I feel like when it comes to some of these Pokemon, like, having like multiple TMs would be great. I don't know what pawn is, but okay. Oh, Rumble. Yeah. don't know. Rumble wasn't really my thing, but bread, yeah, bread's good. I like corn too. Corn is good. You ever eat corn? I really want a modern Wii U. I'm sure. Honestly, though, I do start looking at portion sizes more lately, and I kind of remind myself to stay within that, and that just ultimately, and then just drink ample water, and that's how I get through the day. I mean, it's serviceable, but it's like I think the thing about meal periods that's very important is it's just better to eat. Okay. And we're gonna do that. And there we go. Anyway, you recommend cheese pizza? Nice. Nice. Okay, we gotta keep walking. Hi.
If we zipper, it's okay.
No. No. Oh, my Wi-Fi's acting funky. Great. Ugh. My hands are so cold. Oh my god. I might take a bath when I get home, honestly. Oh god damn. Yeah, I definitely would be cool to do that. Like, if I get a Wii U, but like, I really want to play some Wii games. Probably be like the Trauma Center trilogy. So it's Trauma Center, Second Opinion, New Blood, and Trauma Team. And then I'm trying to think what else. I wonder if you could play Under the Knife too. Because really that series technically has 5 games. You're talking about the DS, the Wii remake, the DS sequel, the Wii sequel, and then the Wii finale. So I kind of feel disappointed that they didn't take the series any further. Because really, like, that game really know how to tell, like, especially with Trauma Team, it told a really good interweaving story, which I really liked. Oh god, it's cold. What am I gonna do next? Let's see. Well, I'm walking home right now, so I'm probably gonna walk home. Any new panels? I have a proposal for West, but it's really to highlight the chronological order of the handhelds. If only we could do a Street Pass Live 4. Everyone's been clamoring for a Street Pass Live 4. I can't even imagine how to do Street Pass Live 4. Well, I'm not fully responsible for that, so anyway. I'm just trying to stay positive. That's really my focus right now, so. We got 7 people watching. Let's get 7 likes up there. Oh, my battery is like... Sure, man. Mario Kart Wii or Super Paper Mario? Honestly, I really want to beat Super Paper Mario. I've never beaten it. If I had GameCube games, I feel like I'd do a top 30. I have to do 30 GameCube games. Let's see what they pick. I don't know if I want all Mario parties. Like what do they have? 4, 5, 6, and 7? God, they had 4 Mario parties on the GameCube. I mean, it technically... So, I know that there was not a Mario Party every year for GameCube because there was some, like, gaps. But even still, like, that's almost like Madden NFL. But you, like, have against... No. Let's see. So, basically, after VidCon, went to San Diego, went to Comic-Con there, then I had chosen family in Seattle, and I moved back to Seattle. And that's what ended up happening. And that's why I'm in Seattle. So, there you go. Unfortunately, I don't speak to him anymore right now. It's very complicated. So, I really just don't want to talk about that right now. So, there was some things that went down that I really don't want to talk about. So, I'd really just rather be left alone with that. So. It seems awfully low. $100. I mean, I already took it down and completed it. I don't know why it's still they're saying it's up. It's not up. So I closed it out. Basically turned into the my brother assaulted me fun. There was a link. Yeah, we know there was a link. So it turned into the I had to take care of myself. So it's really sad sometimes in life when the person that you try to take care of ends up hurting you. So, but that happens. So then you have to take care of yourself. So, I'm just leaving it at that. And I just wish that people would understand that. So, if you had a brother and that person hurt you and you were trying to help them and you were not able to get the help that you want them to get, you have to do what's best for you. That's all I'm going to say there. That's a really complicated scenario. And basically what ended up happening was there were people I was supposed to meet up with in SoCal. Things fell through, so that's how that ended up happening. I had some problems in California. Unfortunately, it's sad for me to say this on the stream, my twin brother did not help, and he started burning bridges, and I had to do things to cut him away. So, as much as I wanted to help him out, he was not helpful towards my scenarios, and I'm having to go through therapy right now, because it just really, really hurt. So, that's why when everybody tries to prompt talking about it, I'm just like, I really don't want to talk about this. What do I think about Plain Rock? I think Plain Rock is a character. That's all I can say about that. So, I do wish that I could have had content with Plain Rock. I think I'm just really upset because these past couple of years really could have felt like a lot more meaningful. And there was some really great highs, but man, there were some really bad lows. And I start to ask myself if maybe I trusted the wrong people. That's my problem. So, I mean, I know the people I can trust at least. That's the important thing. Probably in like the 2,000 something range, maybe close to 3,000 at this point. I don't know. The PAX West vlogs, I can't remember. I wish we could make Nintendo actually bring Street Pass back. It's just the one about Yellow Island video. I don't know what that is. I wish I knew. I don't know who Yellow's Island. Applied to. Honestly, I don't remember. My memory's a little hazy on that one. I just remember the most in-depth, that's not mine, the most in-depth PAX Oh, was that on Aquatwist's channel? That's the only one I can think of. I can't even think of. Hmm. PAX East vlog? I'm trying to think if I did go. I did go to PAX East back in 2023. I did remember that year. God, that is so long ago. I did. I did a panel for Find Me, for PAX West. I did a panel for Find Me, for PAX East, and I did one for PAX West again. So it was 3 PAXs. You got 3 Street Pass Live out of me. I mean, and I mean, I have to say this, like, you can't deny, right? Like, if Street Pass Live could have basically been like the next Throne controllers, that would have been awesome. But it's like the problem with that is like the only way to get a surefire hit for PAX to love you is you basically have to be Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or Chugga Conroy, or Proton John, or any of those people. And even those people, yeah. I mean, I already talked about that. So, I can't help my brother. So I'm just leaving it. And so if there was a link, it should have been ended a while ago. And I was trying to get help, and I was trying to do this, and I was trying really hard, but it was like, you know, you do everything you can to make the effort. The one with the Clippy, that was probably him. That was not me. So, I don't own that account. That would probably be my twin brother. So, there you go. So, it's really cold out, and I just want to get home. I want to take a bath, and I want to get warm, and I want to just feel hot. The hardest thing about life is having to live responsibly. Yeah, walking down this hill. So, yeah. You can understand why I don't talk to that person. And I'm just trying to enjoy my walk home. Oh my god, I'm so cold. I really do want a Street Pass Live 4 though. That would be nice. Yeah, it was not me. So, there you go. Got it from the source. I can't. I'm gonna just say this. Like, I did have a mod, so I'm just letting you know. Okay. I have a mod. Sometimes they come into chat and they see the wrong channels, and I'm just letting you know. So, that's not always. I don't. There are people I do block, but I don't block everyone. Does that make sense? So, it might have been, sadly, my twin brother, because he kind of, he overstepped his boundaries when he kept doing things without my permission or asking. He would just make executive decisions, and then I'd have to scold him for that, but then he'd just do it anyway. I'd just be like, fun fact. So, when I was doing one of my first runs for Find Me, he elected to watch me do it. What did you do when I was playing? He screamed at me, telling me that I was a failure, I was incapable of doing it. Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time he did something like that. Come on, cross. Cross. How much? He wasn't responsible for that, I was. I did all the work for that. He did nothing. You just want to act like he did everything because he feels worthless. That's the truth. And to be upfront, like, and I'm just gonna say this, I wanted him to be happy. I don't want you to think that like he did nothing. Well, I wish that it meant something, but I mean, I'm basically gonna be on the street again. This job means nothing. So, but anyway, yeah. So when I proposed the panel, or not him, I put his name on it because I really wanted him to be happier, and he's always been sad. And unfortunately, his well-being tends to unfortunately take. And when he takes a nosedive and takes things out of me, it feels like I have to do all of it. So, you know, I mean, I paid for the capture card. I'm pretty sure I removed him, but I can check when I get there. So, I can check the moderators. I can't do this on the phone. So, unfortunately, with my phone, it's very limited. It's like YouTube with the live stream functionality. It's very tricky. So, I take it you've gone to PAX. So. Basically a hamster treadmill of cyclical like screw, because it's like I need money to pay bills. Bills take your money away. I have to work more. I don't have enough money. I can't pay for anything. I'm still dealing with the problem. This is the problem I was actually having in 2023 and 2024. It's like your brother, your twin brother asks you to pay rent and food bill. Okay.
Your brother doesn't have a job, so you have to borrow money from friends and then pay that off, which I actually did. So you do. Then you have to call your own mother to give you more money for your own rent and his. We're having fun with this now. So then when it comes time to buy the food, which my brother decides to let himself responsible, he overspends and overeats. So guess what he does? He asks me for more money. So guess what I do? I tell him, no. Now I have to buy food at work because now you're putting me in a position where I have to take care of myself when you're hurting my ability to my well-being. I really wish I had the responsibility to make more money, and the sad reality is we have tools and resources that people will always say is bad, and that's the truth. I just wish that we could make everybody happy, but we can't. And sometimes the only things we can do to make ourselves happy are to push the people we love away because they hurt us so bad. Like when they steal our food and you have to buy food at work. And that's the only thing you can do all day is buy food at work. Because you can't buy food at home because your brother will steal it and eat it and then you're starving. And then it just makes you susceptible to overeating and binge eating. Fun stuff. Fun facts. So the only way I got out of there alive. The funny thing is, and I'll just say this right now, people used to love Starbucks, but now people don't like Starbucks anymore because their argument is Starbucks bad because of so-called work conditions. And at the end of the day, no one likes AI. No, but there are people that like it. Tomodachi Life uses AI, so there's actually tons of uses of AI. And I know the AI you're thinking of is different technically from Tomodachi Life, but technically speaking, every company uses a form of AI. Like, artificial intelligence has existed probably since the 60s or 70s, maybe even longer, whenever computers were invented. So it's like, as much as I want people to have jobs in AI, bro, not even close. There are actually, and I'd stand by saying, I think there are actually some good uses of AI. But that being said, it's not like everything of AI is good. There is slop. But it's like, it's like YouTube. You make an open platform, and what do you get? So, well, just because you're welcome to your opinion doesn't mean I'm agree. So, but I appreciate you using your voice. See, the sad problem is this is how social media works, right? You have an opinion, someone doesn't agree with your opinion, therefore you're wrong, and then you have to, basically bulldoze them to the point. That's what I don't like about social media. This is a sad thing that happened in 2024. When I was doing a lot of 3DS shorts, and I got a lot of people saying, well, not a lot. Actually, it was only really a few people. But I think it was just because they didn't like that videos were getting views. Conversation has any weight or meaning or merit, because I just want you to know, I am one person out of thousands that use AI. There are many people that use AI. It's are you targeting Elon Musk? Are you targeting more people are online than ever to be bold, loud, and controversial? Well, there you go. That's why people use it. Because it's gold out of like there's your answer. Congratulations, welcome to the world. Well, how else do people make money? What do you want? It's like, let's take a perfect example. It's like, I'm not the biggest fan of Mr. Beast. Did I used to like him as a content creator at first? Yeah, I didn't think he was too bad. But then it's like, as he evolved as a person, it's like, there are aspects of Mr. Beast that you just kind of look at and you're like, oh. And I'm not talking about the Rosanna Pansino stuff. Because that's like, I think her squabble between her and him never really got cleared. Well, I do what I can. I don't have to agree with people, but I think the problem is, when it comes to conversation, is sometimes people just walk into a conversation acting they can have the right answer, when it's like, that's not the point of the conversation. It's like when I beat someone in a video game, and then their reaction is basically throw a tantrum and try to... What was I going to say? Oh yeah, they try to get my panel canceled. Like, no, you cannot do that. No, you cannot do that. Oh god, it's so cold. It's like, yes, Street Pass Live 3, we had Plain Rock on Street Pass Live 3. No, I'm sorry, you don't like Plain Rock. No, Plain Rock has 2 million subs, so therefore, by default, I really want him on my panel. No, I'm sorry, your opinion is upset because Plain Rock's on the panel, but what are you gonna do? You cannot do anything to dissuade me. So, I hated that so much 2 years ago, when it's like, you have to make an executive decision, and people don't like something. I mean, and this stuff has this has always happened. Look at Michael Keaton as Batman. There are people that didn't like Christian Bale as Batman. There were people that were questionable about Heath Ledger as the Joker. And then basically any critic that critiqued Heath Ledger, they just shut their mouth. It's like, yep, nope, he's the Joker. I mean, you know, the fact that he passed away technically does add to the depth of his performance. But oh, J. Cole debuts at number 1. Okay, I'll have to look at that later. Oh. You know, my big problem was I needed to pack another coat underneath. I brought my 3DS charger. because I am. Yay, there's the song. It keeps me fit. It keeps me fit. That's the important thing. You know? I mean, I had broccoli salad. So, I definitely can tell the importance of keeping my, yeah, definitely take a bath when we get home. So who else is here? I can't host. Yeah, my hair is, that smells so good. What street is this?
Look at this building. Look at this building. There's like nobody inside it. Hold on. Look how vacant it is. I guess not. Welcome to this Grand Street Commons. Oh, god damn it. Here we go, we're still walking. Okay, Takira el Cinco de Mayo. Fun stuff. Or they're open supposedly, but I'm good. I'm gonna take a nice bath when I get home. I'm gonna have the water steaming hot, but not too hot. So, how's everyone doing today?
Wait. Block sign is on. Crossing 23rd Avenue now.
It's like, Seattle, so if you're out, please bundle up, stay warm, please drink liquids. Nah, to be honest, there's a light rail ride, but the reason why I choose to take the walk is because I'm doing what I can to make sure that my physical health and well-being is in shape. If I take the light rail home, I'm not exercising right now. So here's the cyclical aspect of life, right? You need to do certain activities to keep your health in check, and one of them is exercise. So I don't really get a lot of exercise at work. I just stand all day. The standing is kind of light activity, but it's not the activity that I need to burn calories, right? So what does this do? This gives my body, more importantly, the ability to burn calories. Burning calories is how you stay in shape. So I don't want a catch-22 about my health that therefore you shouldn't walk because it's cold. Right now, currently, it's 4:29. It's light out. If it was dark, it'd be different. So there you go. Okay. So we're currently at almost an hour. I'm gonna try to hit an hour, so we have 15 more minutes. Probably gonna get some soap I need to passing a subway. Crossing the lows. So now I'm at 48%. 12 more minutes, guys. 12 more minutes. My leg kind of hurts. But you know, the sad thing is, like, when it comes to life,
It's like when I saw the thing where Daisy got sick, and apparently no amount of rest or medicine would heal Daisy. And all I thought to myself was, well, you know, isn't that like life? Like, we have to work within the means that we're given. And unfortunately, there's a point where you can only max things out and the ceiling just hits you in the face. Alright. How much longer do I got, right? There's UFC, cold, miserable out. We're almost there, folks. Look, McClellan. It's an Irish name. It's so cold. Is anyone still there? Is anyone still there? Thank you. Running down the street. I have a little bit in me, but I think that's just the world. So let's see these deals. Small biscuit and coffee, hot dog, and to be honest, like, my breakfast was more like an egg McMuffin with Swiss cheese and egg, and I stick by that. I do wish I could get like an acai fruit bowl. Those things are really good. Yeah, I don't like hot dogs.
hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. I'm not a big hot dog. If I were to get a hot dog, baseball game. You know, I have to confess, when I think of a hot dog, I always think of that Simpsons episode where Homer eats expired meat. And that does make me a bit nervous. But it's kind of funny because I work in a deli. So, as far as like eating meat goes, we're gonna cross this street. Yay, cars. Cross the street. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wrap the stream because I gotta get home. So I'll talk to you later. Huh?